Welcome to our deep dive into Shanghai.
Oh, yeah.
Today, we're going on a journey
Excellent.
to uncover some of those city folklores,
Right.
the fascinating facts that make Shanghai a must-visit,
Absolutely.
especially for those of us living in the West.
Yeah.
We'll be exploring a collection of novels set in both contemporary and historical Shanghai
All right.
to get a real feel for the city.
Sounds good.
So think. China Rich Girlfriend? For a peek into those extravagant lives of the super rich city of devils, for a taste of the city's wilder side.
Okay.
And Shanghai Girls Uncensored,
All right.
for a look at modern social trends.
Yeah.
We'll also delve into the historical accounts,
Right.
Shanghai Splendor and the Last Kings of Shanghai, to understand the forces that shaped this incredible metropolis.
What's fascinating about these sources
Yeah.
is how they intertwine fact and fiction.
Right.
Gives us a multi-layered perspective on Shanghai.
It really does.
We'll discover that sometimes.
Yeah.
The reality is even more unbelievable than the myths.
Right. Like, did you know about this whole concept
What's that?
of starter husbands?
Starter husbands?
Shanghai Girls Uncensored talks about this phenomenon,
Oh, wow.
where ambitious young women in Shanghai strategically marry older, often expat men,
Wow.
as a stepping stone to boost their careers and financial independence.
Interesting.
It's like a modern day power move.
It is. It really is. It's
cool.
interesting how this echoes historical patterns.
Really?
Yeah.
In what way?
Like Shanghai Splendor
Okay.
describes these figures called compradors,
Compradors.
Chinese merchants who served as intermediaries
Okay.
between Western businesses and the Chinese market.
Got it.
During Shanghai's colonial period,
Okay.
they amassed incredible wealth and influence,
Right.
essentially shaping the city's economic landscape.
Okay.
In a way, these starter husbands are navigating a similar dynamic,
Yeah.
just within a different context.
So we're already seeing that Shanghai has a history
Yes.
of people using strategic partnerships to get ahead.
Definitely.
But what about the actual wealth?
The wealth.
I mean, we all hear about the insane riches
Yeah.
in China these days.
Right.
Is China Rich Girlfriend really that far off?
Well, there's a reason why that book captivated so many readers.
I bet.
The tales of billionaires battling for rare art,
Oh my God.
throwing lavish parties that could bankrupt a small country.
I can't even imagine.
It all sounds so outlandish.
Right.
But when you delve into The Last Kings of Shanghai,
Yeah.
you realize that these portrayals aren't entirely fictional.
Wait, you're telling me there are real life counterparts
Absolutely.
to those crazy characters?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Families like the Sassoons and the Kadoris,
Okay.
who built vast empires in Shanghai.
Wow.
They rivaled the fictional characters in their wealth and influence.
I can't believe it.
Victor Sassoon, for example, was known as the King of Shanghai
Oh wow.
for his massive real estate holdings.
Really?
He was a flamboyant character who threw legendary parties
Oh my God.
and had a hand in shaping the city's skyline. These families weren't just rich.
Right.
They were power players who left a lasting legacy on Shanghai.
Okay, now I'm picturing these over-the-top parties.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering what it would have been like to be a fly on the wall.
Imagine a blend of old world glamour and modern extravagance.
Okay.
Think Art Deco architecture,
Beautiful.
champagne flowing freely,
Nice.
and a guest list that includes international socialites,
Wow.
powerful businessmen,
Okay.
and maybe even a few notorious gangsters.
It's a world that most of us can only dream of.
It really is.
Speaking of gangsters, I've heard about Shanghai's infamous nightlife scene.
Yes.
Didn't City of Devils touch on that?
Yes, and it doesn't disappoint.
Okay.
The book describes clubs like the Paramount and Fair Inns,
Okay.
which attracted a mix of foreigners and wealthy Chinese.
That sounds...
Imagine a world of jazz music,
Oh, dancing.
dancing, and a sense of freedom that was rare
Wow.
in other parts of the world at the time.
It sounds almost like a modern-day Great Gatsby.
It's a city that will challenge your assumptions,
Right.
captivate your senses,
Yeah.
and leave you with a sense of wonder.
It sounds good.
If you're looking for an adventure, that will broaden your perspective and ignite your imagination.
And we encourage you to dive in
Yes.
and discover your own Shanghai.
Happy travels and keep diving deep